The Wraith is one of those 80s movies that just, can I say, blew me away when I watched it. This is a first time watch for me. Had never seen the movie before. Had often seen the cover or it popping up in lists. In fact, I think I got the cover mixed up a little bit with the Road Games, which I don't think I've seen either. I think that's a Stacey Keach movie. This one stars Charlie Sheen as a kind of new guy to this town, a biker that just kind of zooms his way in there. But I digress, I should jump back a little bit. At the start of it, there seems to be these 4 meteorites, shooting stars in the sky that come together and create this super fancy car that kind of disappears for a little while. And we're instigated to the town, we meet all the people that's there. There's this gang that's pretty much robbing people of their vehicles by having rigged races with these people, even though they don't want to be in it, that they're kind of forcing them to. He's a really bad, nasty guy, the head of this gang, the kind of villain that you just love to see get his comeuppance. You know, really nasty, vicious. He's taking this girl as his property, pretty much. This girl that really doesn't like him, doesn't hide the fact that she doesn't like him, but this town is primarily run by this guy and she can't get away from him. In comes our hero. Our character, Charlie Sheen, comes in and he's kind of a character that comes in, disappears for a large period of time, but is there or thereabouts in the movie. And he is somebody that, you know, isn't going to take any nonsense off this gang. He's not going to be bullied around. He's not going to be told what to do. He's his own man, and he's going to stand up to these bully characters. You've got a police chief played by Randy Quaid, who ain't going to take this gang's crap either, but is trying to deal with it within the confines of the law. And then what we find is that the car that appeared at the start starts to appear at certain times, and because this gang covet vehicles, they start to have races. But it always ends badly for the gang members. The gang members always end up dead by entering a race with this vehicle. And the movie's pretty bonkers, but in a fun 80s way. There's lots of things that make this movie a not so great movie. You have characters that come and go. There is a veiled explanation at the end of it, but it doesn't explain why things have happened, why they have transpired that way. But ultimately, I think it doesn't really matter. You can kind of see what's coming early on in the movie. You can tell where it's going to get to, but it's all about these fun action set pieces, these car chases, which are pretty energetic, pretty fun, and with really explosive conclusions to them as well. There's a particular scene in a kind of makeshift garage outside a town that has a rather neat explosion. There is some really garish 80s clothes in here. Clint Howard's hair is almost a character of its own. It's just so crazy. And this is a movie where you really get this idea, or I did, that they didn't really know what they were doing. They kind of had an idea of one movie, they had an idea of another movie, they kind of meshed them together and came out with the Wraith. And usually that would create an absolute monstrosity of a movie. But this Frankenstein creature of a film works. I had a lot of fun with it. Even though it has many problems, it's one of those movies where I can overlook them because of the sense of enjoyment that I get out of it. I hate the bad guy. I'm kind of curious about the Wraith, this strange driver that appears in this really cool car that we never really get an explanation as to why he's came about. There's a quasi reason thrown in later on. You get Charlie Sheen's character that comes and goes out the movie in vast periods of times, as if they've forgotten about that character for a while. And all in all, you get a really fun 80s centric movie that, sure, may not make a whole lot of sense, but is a hell of a lot of fun. And it's a hell of a lot of fun, I imagine, to revisit, which I will be doing. This is the kind of movie that I could really imagine Arrow putting out at some point, like a crazy limited edition version of this. That it's not needed, but they really just go all out with the extras, which I probably would pick up. This is one that I am going to recommend. I'm going to, with a caveat, with a small caveat, that is, it's not a great movie. Do not expect a great movie. Just expect some 80s cheese, a bad guy that you can enjoy hating some nice car chases of sorts and some cool explosions. That's what it is. It's a movie that I'll go back to for that. Love to know your opinion of The Wraith. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.